level, and of course then on an emotional level. So that's what the shaking's for in Qigong. Can be used for many different things. And then stop, and this is where we start to, our feet start to get warm, hopefully. Hands start to get pink. Mine are not pink yet, and they're actually still cold. My mouth's a little dry. So that's 3 indications of kind of what things I need to do. So let's warm up our hands. Let's create some Qi hands, and then we start to tap. So you can start at the head. There's many different ways of doing the tapping too. I like to start at the head. I like to work my way down, from the head, and then I start to go down to my face. We hold a lot in our jaw, so it's really nice to tap, move the face around. And then let's start to tap our lungs. Let's use the purging breath. Inhale through the nose, blow it out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, blow it out through the mouth. We're purging, right? We're getting rid of any toxins before we start leading the Qi. You don't want to lead dirty water through your body. You don't want to wash your dishes with a dirty rag. You probably will squeeze it out and rinse it out. That's what we're doing. And it's nice to do this in the morning. And then find your clavicle bone and drop it down 2 inches. This is your kidney meridian, so we can tap our kidneys at the same time, since we're here tapping the upper body, and then tap along that clavicle bone all the way to the lung meridian 1 and 2. This helps to break up any congestion or any congestion that might be starting, just keeping that area open. And then tap your thymus gland. This is where your T cells produce. We need those white T cells, especially for infection. Talking about inflammation, if you have a lot of inflammatory stuff, autoimmune diseases, got to keep this thymus gland working so it can fight off infection, because the white blood cells will try to fight off the inflammation. So we got to keep this pink, moist, and plump. Pink, plump, and moist. And then we'll tap on the liver points. They're right here right underneath your bra strap. This is a good way to find it. You can scrub the liver. You can tap the liver. And then come down a little bit further. And now we're gallbladder, spleen area. And then go from right to left as you tap the digestive, large intestine. That's what we're working. 2 organs, lungs, large intestine. So this is our digestive system. You want to get that warm, especially in the morning. It's a great time to eliminate. We have that Hore cycle, circadian cycle, and the morning is the best time for elimination. So it's good to keep that warm and active. And then we'll tap under the armpits for heart. Great for if you're feeling a little depressed. It just keeps that in balance a little bit more. In Qigong, they call this the Prozac tap. And then we'll tap our adrenals. We'll tap our kidneys. And then massage your kidneys. Jump up and down on the heels 10 times. You want to feel your eyeballs bouncing with this one. This releases adhesion and it gets our kidneys starting to start going. Kidneys are the wellspring in Qigong. We'll be talking a lot about kidneys in the winter because that's the season for kidneys. You're going to tap down the backs of your legs, bladder meridian, come up the front of the leg, stomach meridian, and tap on the outside of your knee, stomach meridian 36, or they call it the 3-mile thump. If you're ever feeling really tired, tap the outside of the knees. It'll get you. They call it 3 mile because if you're hiking and you just can't go on it anymore, the idea is that you would tap this and you'd be able to go 3 more miles. So that's the idea of that. We're going to tap our knees. A lot of people have knee stuff. Age shows up in the legs first. That's where it usually shows up. The knees are really overcompromised over the years for a lot of different reasons. So we got to keep lots of moisture. It's all about creating moisture in the body. And it's not so much drinking lots of fluids, but more getting the body circulated and tap the front stomach meridian. But mostly getting movement in the body, because 60% of our body's fluids. So we have the fluids. We need to move them. It's not so much, you know, you could drink a lot of fluids, but if you're not moving, you're actually going to do more damage because it's just going to pull in your lower extremities. Then tap your hip bones right here. You can feel them. They're a really hard bone. And again, just tapping is part of bone density. It also releases the fat that starts to happen in the bones. We don't want fat in the bones. And then we're going to tap the outside of the legs, back on the inside of the legs, and then we tap and slap this area in the groin. Lots of lymphatics here. So we're getting the lymphatics moving. Lymphatics clean up the system. Got to have them pumping. It's like the pool pump. If you don't put that pool pump on, that water is going to get really green and mucky. If you don't pump if you don't activate your pumping system, you're going to get putrid inside. And then it starts to cut off supply to your organs. And then before you know it, there's something going on. And then hold it. Again, notice your feet. Are they warm? Hands pink, mine are pinker. My mouth is a little moister. Let's raise this energy up. We're going to inhale, raise the energy up and out. Get ready for your day. Inhale, raise your energy up and out and get ready for your day. One more time, raise the energy up and out and get ready for your day. We'll start our crossover. Shake your hands out first, crossing one side to the other side, crossing the energy over. Remember, we're very linear people. We don't move in too many directions. Therefore, the brain's not going to get stimulated. So the crossovers help to stimulate our brain, crossing over one side to the other side. And then we'll start tapping opposite knee, opposite hand, crossover. And let's continue with that purge breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. A little bit more crossover. Palms of the hands come together, arms to one side, head to the other. Use your vision when you're doing this. Really follow your head with your eyes from side to side. This also helps to exercise your eyesight. Back and forth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Start to take yourself, we'll start with baby swimming dragon. Keep the legs together and do it this way. And notice how that feels to keep the legs together. Bring it all the way up. It's kind of like a serpent coming all the way up and then all the way down. Now open up the legs. Now we're going to open it up. Now get a bigger movement here. Spiraling, figure 8. Really getting that spine moving. You're as young as the flexibility of the spine. That's Eastern practices. You're as young as the flexibility of your spine. Opening up blockages. You know, when you go to a chiropractor, what they're doing, they're opening up the blockages. They're realigning your spinal cord, your vertebrae. So we're doing this, we can do this ourselves, getting that movement in. Then all the way up, stretch that fascia material, the web-like material that you don't want it to get dry because that's going to pull, remember it's like a web, it'll pull on the muscles and the bones if it gets dry and sticky. That's why we want to keep our whole body hydrated and circulated to release that fascia. Now let's take this, hands on the thighs. Let's do a couple of cat dogs here, rounding the spine, back and forth, get movement here again. And then if you want, you can stay here, drop your head, shake it out. If you want to go in full forward fold, then just hang here. Again, it's different for everybody. But just more than anything, I want you to get a little bit of movement in the head and the neck, shake it out a little bit. And then when you're ready, slowly curl up. Maybe shimmy it up, shimmy it up, shimmy it up, shimmy it up, shimmy it up. And let's keep shimmying it. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Move those hips, move those arms, back and forth. Let's take it down. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. All the way down. And then let's take it up. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. All the way down. Good. Twist, don't forget the twist. Twist, twist, twist. This is for our, it's called the belt channel, which is this area here, which is really good for that belly stuff that we've got going on. Twisting is just a really good movement to do in your body. Remember, you want to get our body moving in every direction. Let's go from side to side. It'll wake up some dormancy too when you start moving your body in many different directions. Maybe parts of your body you haven't moved in a while and it's been dormant. You open it up, and it could also release lots of great dopamine, the good hormone. And then release, notice how you feel. Let's work on our lungs a little bit more. Let's start with just, let's do snake rises from the grass. Start getting some movement here in the spine again. So we're arching the back. It's kind of like a dog tail. As you exhale, you're going to drop your head. There's a ground ball coming. You're going to catch your ball and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time as you come all the way back up to standing. Second base. Ground ball's coming. Drop your head, grab the ball, and slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. And I guess you heard the Dodgers won the World Series, right? Okay, so here we go. Second base, ground ball coming. Drop your head to see the ball. Catch the ball and slowly come up. Now try to smooth this out if you want to try. So you're like coming down, you're rolling back, coming down, you're rolling back. One more time, coming down, and you roll back and up. Monkey leaves from a tree. We're going to inhale up, ha, compress it. 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 One more time. Inhale up, ha, compress it. If you're starting to feel congestion, start doing this stuff. And we'll add a little bit to, if you're feeling, again, congestion, go to your lung point 1 and 2. That's you follow the clavicle bone to your shoulder. There's a divot there. That's where you want it. You could either massage or press and release, press and release. It's the lung meridian. It kind of takes the lung and squeezes it and releases it, squeezes it and releases it. Our lungs are not, there's no muscle in the lungs. So we have to manipulate the lungs. So that's why breath work is so important, because it squeezes and it releases and it squeezes the lungs. That's why we need our rib cage open too, because the rib cage houses the lungs and our spine. So that's another reason why we're always doing these kinds of movements, to keep this open in here. If you're rigid and you're not moving anything, your shoulders are up to your ears, you're not going to be able to breathe. And then if you start leaning forward, slumping shoulders, you're just cutting off this whole air supply here. So that's the reason we do this stuff. And then take it down to your large intestine meridian, which is right at the web of the thumb and second finger. And just give that a little bit of, you press it, there's another divot there. You can press it and release it, press it and release it a couple of times. So those two areas, here and here, just when you think about it, just do it when you're sitting down, keeping that area clear. So you don't have to tap it. You can just massage it if you want, or press in and out, and then take it down to the web of your thumb and second finger. And again, you remember, because remember the lungs, large intestine, lung, that's that area that you can massage on a daily basis, keeping the lung active, the lung clear, large intestines clear. This is great if you're ever feeling constipated, to massage that area. If you did it every day, you'll keep yourself a little bit more regular also. Let's do a little bit more sound here. We're making the L's for lung. We're going to inhale through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. Blow all that steam out. Inhale through the nose. One more time. Inhale through the nose. And release. Let's do a little coordination, balancing. Let's take our, the left foot's going to be for just stable. Find your weight on your left leg. Take your right foot and just cross it in the back, kind of like you're ready to curtsy. But find your balance here first before we take this any further. And you're going to engage the inner thighs. So this is really good for the inner thighs especially. Again, we're very used to just walking like this, moving like this. We're never doing this, unless you're a dancer or something. But it's good to have that flexibility and that mobility to, catch yourself if you're going to fall. So lots of reasons why we're doing this. So lots of strength in the left leg. You're going to bring your right foot behind you. And typically the heel would be off the floor. But, again, find your comfortability. Both knees are bent. We're going to take this into what's called a vitality movement as well while we're doing this. But before we do that, bring your palms of your hands are moving away from you. And then we're going to twist over to your left. So really keeping the inner thighs engaged. Your abdominals engaged too. Belly comes to the back of the spine. And then we come to center. Then we're going to inhale, draw up. And we release down. As we exhale, we're going to draw up some of this earth energy and bring it up to our ribs, which is the liver. We're going to scrub the liver and then bring it, shimmying it all the way up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, we're releasing down. It's like a big curtsy here. Then scoop up this earth energy, bring it up into right by the ribs, your liver, scrub the liver, and then shimmying it all the way up. So we're bringing our vitality up. Exhale forward, grab the earth, bring it into the liver meridian, scrub it, and then shimmy it all the way up. We're going to switch sides. We're going to find your weight on your right leg and take your left leg back. Soften both knees. Really engage those inner thighs. Palms of the hands forward, and then shift, twist to your right, holding that posture. Find your breath. And then we come back to center. Now we're going to inhale up, exhale, give yourself a curtsy or curtsy to your higher power. Draw up the earth energy, draw it up and bring it into your liver. Give your liver a massage. So this is for vitality. This is waking up our vitality, shimmying it all the way up, and exhale, release. Inhale, draw up the earth, bring it into the liver, massage the liver for vitality. So our liver is our largest organ, and we bring it all the way up. And then one more time, we're going to release. Inhale, bring that nutrients, I'm sorry, up. I didn't cross over enough. And then release your foot and then down. And then again, just check in with yourself how you're feeling. Let's draw up some energy. So we're coming into our mountain posture. So make sure that your tailbone is tucked in. Elbows are towards the back of your spine. Tailbone tucked in. Soft knees. Arms are out to your side. And we're going to first one is fun. Lift the corners of the mouth up. This is our dopamine drip. We're dripping in our dopamine. 2 is shu, bringing heat to the feet. 3 is tree, visualizing roots coming out of the bottom of the feet. And then 4 is alive. We're going to the core. And now we draw up, kind of like the monster, Frankenstein's monster. It came alive with electricity. That's what we're doing. We're coming alive. We're tapping into our energy source, feeling it moving. This is dynamic standing. It's actual a posture. And we're drawing this earth energy in, drawing it, and then gathering the cosmo energy, and then we release. There's almost a full moon. I'm not sure when the full moon is, but it's coming up because I noticed it was very full last night. Good time to tap into that moon cycle. So we're drawing in the earth, We're grabbing a hold of the cosmos, maybe that moon energy, and we're just washing it away, washing it, clearing out, and clearing out. Now we're going to lead the chi. We can use this chi, this energy. Let's warm up our hands again. We're going to do fists, tight fists called white knuckle. Remember, the thumb is on the outside, not inside. It's on the outside for this particular exercise. And imagine you're holding 2 buckets of heavy water. And this will engage the wrist especially. This will engage your wrist and your elbows and your shoulders. So the shoulders are dropping down. And then we're going to inhale with tight fists, bring it forward like you're trying to open up 2 sliding doors. And then bring it above you like you're hanging from a tree. And then with the tight fist, you're dropping it down. And then again, tight fist, drop those shoulders away. We're bringing it forward. We're bringing it up. This is also really good for your shoulders. Still keeping the tight white knuckle fists, and we bring it down. And then inhale again, up. Like you're hanging from a tree. And then release down, still keep that white knuckle going. There's a reason for this. We're going to do one more time. We're going to inhale, reach up, and then release the hands this time. Just release the hands. Take a nice big energy ball and squeeze it together. Look down at your hands. They should be on fire. And then mine are really super red, if I tighten my hands, first they're white, and then you start to see pink coming. So look at your hands. Make a fist, open them up, they're white, and then they should return to pink quickly. That means you've got good oxygenation going. That means your body's responding to that circulation. So now we've really activated our chi hands, and then we're going to take it, we're going to lead the chi. You don't want to lead dirty chi or ucky chi. That's why we release and purge first. Find your chi ball right at your dantian, right at the belly. Maybe you can feel some vibration between the 2 palms. That's your internal energy. That's your energy that you've cultivated. Qigong is what? Energy cultivation. We've cultivated the energy. Now we're going to use it for healing ourselves and leading the chi to regulate our internal thermostat, which we'll be working with a lot as the colder season comes. Let's use a breath with this too. As you inhale, expand this chi ball, feeling the breath expand in your body. Maybe you're getting a little bit taller. And then exhale, there's a compression. Think of the belly button moving towards the back of the spine as you compress the breath. As you inhale, expand the breath, expand the body, the belly with this breath. As you exhale, bring the belly button to the back of the spine. As you exhale out all the junk, all the toxins. Inhale, expand this breath, expand the ball, and exhale, belly button coming to the back of the spine. So we're using our stomach a little bit more for this breath. I'm going to be working more with this next week. It's called our furnace. But for now, we're just expanding and releasing. Now we've got this really energized ball. This is a beautiful energy ball. Now let's bring it up the back of our body and imagining a cool blue light coming up the back of the body over your head, cooling down your head. So if you tend to be a hothead, or if you think a lot, you want to cool that off. We also want to cool our heart off. Our heart has been really compromised from all this worrying and all this other stuff. Let's inhale and let's cool off our upper body. Let's cool off our head, our brain. Let's cool off our heart and bring that heat right into the belly where we want it. We want the heat in the belly so the belly can digest food. Inhale, lead that chi ball, that cool chi ball up. And then exhale, release the heat down. And we're going to take this all the way down into our belly. We're going to take this heat into our legs, into our feet. And then we start to draw up the water or the coolness. And we want the coolness in the upper body. We want the coolness in the upper body. And we start to take the heat down. We want the heat in our belly. We want the heat in our legs. We want the heat in our feet. And then we start to draw up. And now we've cooled and worked our HVAC system. Let's hold this ball in front of our dantian. This time, as you inhale, bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth. As you exhale, drop the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Try to do this with the mouth closed. Inhale, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale, move the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Do this several times. Moving the tongue up and down. And then notice your saliva. Hopefully you have saliva from doing that. And then swallow it. And that saliva is enzymes and it goes right into your digestive system. The enzymes are good for the digestive system. And then release. Let's web our hands together and move like a bamboo in the wind, letting the chi go where you need it today. Where do you need that where do you need that energy? Maybe you're feeling some tightness in the shoulders. Maybe you need the energy to go there. Maybe you need it in your belly. Where do you need that chi? Where can you release? Where can you let go of grip and tightness? Where is it in your body? And where can you release it here? And the more you practice this, then you become more in tune to your body and your mind. And that's the yoga. That's the union of the body, mind, and spirit. And then let's center. We'll grab a hold of some of this energy on one side of our body, and we bring it down the center line. So if we're grabbing the energy on our right side, that's yang energy, and we bring it down the center line. If you're taking the energy on your left side, that's the yin energy, and we bring it down the center line. And then let's take both of these energies. Palms of the hands will come together right at your heart chakra. We'll stand here in mountain. The arms, let's bring the arms to the side. I stand like a mountain, grounded and rooted. It's important that you are rooted at all times. If you're feeling unrooted or unstable, just stand in mountain. It'll instantly bring you there. And you move like a river. That means we go with the flow, and our upper body is also fluid. Cross the arms. I am protected and I am safe. I am protected. Let's open our auric field. Let's keep this auric field protected and safe. And with this protection and with this grounding and the flow, we bring the palms of the hands together. In all of this, we are free to be, to just be. Letting this practice bring for you whatever you need. If you want to set an intention, lift the corners of the mouth up to vibrate that intention. Today, I invite into my life. You can say it out loud if you want. Higher vibration again. Today, I invite into my life maybe a smooth landing. Maybe I invite into my life imagination, re-entry, reimagine. Letting this practice bring for you what you need today. And let there be peace in your home, peace in your mind, and peace in this world. Namaste.